be alright? You wanna just give this one to Paimon?
Whoa, she actually downed it in one gulp.
Nice job! No wonder you Mondstatters have such a reputation. Me? Well, what do you think? Monsters, of course. Absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see it. Just took off as fast as I could. Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of there? Those good-for-nothing rat Niki, that's who. If my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing but my corpse. Or whatever was left of it anyway. Either way, there's nothing in there you'd want to see.
I see some downcast faces. Why, have we all hit our limit?
Says who? I'm still raring to go.
'Cause you didn't drink.
In that case, let me raise another glass. To a blast of a showdown and a wonderful evening.
Hello, ma'am. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
Are they playing cards?
Same as usual then? One die, 100,000 mora.
I'm not here to do business with you.
Come now, I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to your ledger of arrears?
Oh, so this is a business deal.
So, let's go over this again. One die, one... Then we have a deal.
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact location. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lethal danger to ordinary people. On the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the fog, so the disaster cannot spread quickly.
We already know all that.
Fair enough. Then I won't beat around the bush. Here's a map of current Wild Hunt anomalies that I snagged from the Lightkeepers, including the locations they'll soon be bombarding.
That's a lot.
We've never seen anything like this either. That's why everyone's so worked up.
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, all right? I'm not done. Now, the Lightkeepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough, more Wild Hunt sites have disappeared than their involvement would indicate.
Isn't that normal? They're not the only ones fighting the Wild Hunt after all. Adventurers do that too. And maybe some just go...
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti-Wild Hunt ops and anomalies cleared. That variance has become a gulf lately.
What could that even mean?
I've got 2 theories. One, that some new force is clearing the Wild Hunt out in secret. Or 2, that some rat Niki are not reporting the work they do on purpose. The odds of the former happening is low. Not many organizations can even engage the Wild Hunt. Never mind keep those operations a secret. If you're interested, I'd recommend following the latter train of thought.
Paimon doesn't really get it. What would anyone gain from doing...
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing well for yourself lately. Even if you've mostly just been reselling...
Please, stop. This is all I've got for you.
Oh, stop that. Why, people might start thinking me a bully. Let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence gathering. An answer to a simple question. For 50,000 off your debt. Have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a wild hunt anomaly? Or experiencing something akin to...
No, nothing like that. Nothing at all but ghostly shadows.
Nothing at all, hmm? Not even for 50,000 more.
Hey! No means no, all right? This is about my dignity as an...
Okay. Well, that puts me at ease.
You really are
And you've learned quite well. Go on, then. I'll swing by again.
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards. Rather dishonest as luck would have it. He would only purchase information from me when he was just about done negotiating with his buyer. So I arranged a little something just for him. A painful
Ooh, that sounds rude.
Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that betrayal. It was more about the message, really. In any case, I believe that's all we'll get here.
Too slow.
Most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so
Well, first, no one else is see.
Indeed. And
What in Tibet could that phantom be planning?
agreed. Instances of the wild hunt afflicting... What you encountered must have been... In which case, two questions arise. Who is this mastermind? I'll continue investigating along these two lines. We can reconvene again if any progress is made.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
Huh. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda. Take a break. You've earned it.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, isn't the cannon about to go off? I was watching it the whole way back, praying it wouldn't fire. Not until I got back, you know? Again, lucky me.
Huh. So you're interested in that big gun?
Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands, even tens of thousands of parts, fused in such a way that it can operate smoothly and fire off a supergiant, super strong beam! Isn't that just so cool? I mean, miraculous. Like a miracle created through countless careful calculations.
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on, feel free to go watch. Work can wait for a while.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come? It'll be worth the while and worth your wait. I swear.
Might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything, you know?
Woohoo! Let's go! Kaboom!
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty excited, too.
Oh, for sure. One shot. And even if that wasn't how it worked, if only I...
Hey, don't think...
Really?
Hey, look! It's starting!
Nice one.
Finally, all fixed up. Nothing to fear now.
Awesome!
Whew. That sure was powerful. And pretty...
I feel so alive right now. Over to...
You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines...
That's what we call drawing a line between your work. I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now, no one can do it but me. Not even... Anyway, gotta go. See you.
Says the person who got salt and medicine. Huh. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well.
Ad Astra Ab... Thank you for completing to... Ad Astra Abyssosk.
now. What's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if anything, looks like things are settling down. Hey there, Llama! We're back!
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time is a tall order. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion and are It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with what their faith.
And it's all thanks to you.
No, I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to know... What about you?
We haven't made much progress.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. In any case, please...
What do you see? What? Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly turbulent and disordered, so that...
Huh? What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to...
Ah, thanks for coming all this way with it. You've been a... Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse.
Oh, that's true. But we best check if she's doing okay. See you later then.
The wind rises.
Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing you, but are you okay?
Dizzy.
It's like I'm returning to the moon. Wait, it's not that bad, is it? I sense the moon's power within you.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time? Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
I might need your assistance in the...
Oh. Give me your hand. Back to Earth. My thanks. Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better? Significantly, the moon within your body, it is as silent as a reflection in the water. Fascinating. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground.
I think I sensed some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless, and will fade over time. Speaking of which, do you want to be the moon marrow's custodian, now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right? It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon. So it does have to do with... Wait, what? Did you not know this already? Lama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power. And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon. But Lama also saw the past by using the moon marrow. Why didn't she see that? There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was... As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone... Wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's marrow inside? No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of... You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon. Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right? Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess? You do not wish to become one. That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to some... Anyway,
Never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
And what does that mean?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of... I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time, let alone...
Guess it's stuck with me for now, then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Lauma did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy.
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh? Is it really?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the cataclysm. And he had a consuming fixation on the moon.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match.
I only know what others called him. The Reihir of Solnari. Huh. There was that title, too.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Reihir, one of the 5?
Huh? If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than...
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the cataclysm. But when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied...
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moon. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyss. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale.
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners. That's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't giving it his all. And even then, he's...
Oh? What did you just say? What?
That's your... ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and... Did you just... laugh?
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it a...
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of KRAI were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask you, Columbina.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my brother and I arrived in KRAI? I mean, when our spaceship...
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Give me your hand, and ready your...
Where?
Lumine, come on, we have to leave this place.
What?
Hey, are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time. But Ether found me from outside of it somehow.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
All right. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so. Paimon can't stop.
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh, that'd be great.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki, like this.
Ooh, looks like a
Can you sense it? Now, you learn quickly.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh? Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk?
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frostmoon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will consider it.
She seems kind of tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
Upon the gale.
The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent.
Yeah. Things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together. Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by killing those... As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect KRAI, but...
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis. In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions, the winds of change are blowing. And whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker...
Let's see... Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft shop is the closest by, right?
Come, children. It's time.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen! Listen! We've got updates on the Wild Hunt situation!
Threat level exceeds expect.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. You were there when we fired it, right? True. Well, we'll just get enough of... We're not taking this... Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits and... You... Of course! This is gonna... Sure. Travel safe.
I know. There.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nasha. Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices. Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, have it? Yeah. It's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. And even then, only just now. I'll send Anafa over to Nashi Town with some flowers. Oh, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeepers, Sergeant. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse. Hey! What do you mean, Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way... Got it! Let's go then! You coming along, Anefa?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
All right. We'll see you later.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Quit following me.
This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that ratnik guarding the door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Never!
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed? So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So, he's the prime suspect right now, right?
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation indeed. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie anyway?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk, similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might actually be the murderer himself. Not yet, at least. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living as him for some time now. Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friend should be back soon.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh right, before we go, should we reveal Rerir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people. Hey, why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, where tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just... And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yeah, you're right.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rerir, nor trust in Flints too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies, and can briefly dispel the abyssal fog within.
All right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important. Thanks a bunch, Nefer.
You're welcome. I've charged it.
Hey, you! Whoa! The fog's really rolling in. Quick! Grab the light source! Is that a Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's go see!
Till at last, part ways.
Monsters! monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not following. There's something inside it. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? The fight took place here. Did Flint's leave these marks?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? But...
How shall the Savior save himself?
Taking a turn for the best. A bigger pill to swallow. Mind the side effects. Seems like an emergency. A bigger pill to swallow.
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern! might be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Operissos. Sì, Oericos. Yamalune Katsesi Brambos Kalu. Indi Oxeli Nato Sininso. Sendi Kistun.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first.
Tutonine Torai Desnevite.
You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now!
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rara out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of... And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on wild hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal, and afterwards I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor...
Is that what Rarer Clean belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability?
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are... Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assist. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rarir. I doubt he would have I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Well, no, but...
Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a... They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rarir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kuvaki device to find...
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that...
So not only is this Rarir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rarir's head.
Oh. know that he's looking for these fragments inside.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then.
Too slow.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And...
You'll know when the time comes. See you.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so... Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this event.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your... Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident, but considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
We'll do our part too. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's... But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud! You never said you...
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before you... As I thought, you're both sharp...
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of mine. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more... Just as I thought. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major.
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individuals. Let's look again more closely. We must leave... Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might... Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right?
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the kit. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all...
The Soci you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Quit following me. You even want this?
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it...
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required component. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. What's with those faces?
You've provided us with some very crucial information. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete...
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the wild, but how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up?
That would be good, yes.
Phew, back inside. We can finally...
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a Lightkeeper, I'd say
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making...
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty. Whether out of gratitude or the need to... Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself, you know humans well. And naturally, you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance. But they still exist. As evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was too.
I once turned my heart toward humanity. And thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed...
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done, nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is... Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt...
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right, then. We'll trust you.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a Fae.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.